Hey guys, so this is the fourth video for Vim editor. In this video, we'll be talking about the the color schemes, how do you install color schemes and different Vim configurations you can do for Vim. And before that, I would like to talk about the hlsearch. As I stated last time, hlsearch is a project that I want to create something similar to Khan Academy, where I would like to share my knowledge with you guys, do video tutorials, and and I just want to talk about the different ways of publishing my blog. And one of the ways is do the hlsearch Facebook page. And then all the videos are posted on my YouTube channel, UJ Designer 85 YouTube channel, and the domain name is hlsearch.com. Okay, which will redirect you to this WordPress blog. And you can also follow me on Twitter at hlsearch. And I just want to emphasize that, if you guys could just follow me on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or WordPress, that would be great, because that way I don't have to go to each site. When I publish a new post, I don't have to go to each site to post a link, which could be a little bit annoying for the moderators for those groups. Okay, so this video is actually recorded on the same day as the Vim 1.3, and this one I think it will be a little bit short one, so should be last me around like 20 minutes or a little bit more. So so before that, I have packaged everything together already. All the color schemes that I've downloaded, the Vim configuration files, and one of the plugins called Scroll Color, which let you scroll through different color schemes before you set it. So all these color schemes and Vim configurations, I have taught them together in one toolbar. So if I go here, so this is the link. I will post this link on the blog. So if you go to this link, okay, and then you click on the download button, and then it will let you download the TAR file. Now make sure when you download it, you want to download it to the Unix environment. You don't want to download it on the Windows environment. So what you can do is that you can go to Ubuntu and then go use Firefox or whatever, and then download this file and save it in your home directory. Okay, in your home or whatever you save it, but make sure this TAR file is in your home directory. Okay, so let me just demonstrate that. The problem is, okay. So most likely, if you download something, you'll be under the home directory /downloads. That's where it will be most likely. But if it's not there, look for where it is, and then make sure you move it to the home directory. Okay. If you need help with this part, just let me know. I can't demonstrate it because I'm installing VM and my machine is not powerful enough, so it lags. I don't want to waste everybody's time. So if you are stuck in this part, just comment on the blog and I will help you out. Okay, anyway, so in this so I've already done this step where I have the toolbar in my directory. Okay, and currently there's a directory that I want to introduce. It's called it's a hidden directory, and it's called Vim. Okay, so what you have is that in the Vim directory you can put all the documentations, all the color schemes, all the plugins, you know, any of the auto load stuff you want to put in there. But in this tutorial, I'm just going to go over the color directory and the plugin directory. So so if you downloaded this tarball and you untart it, okay, do a tar xvf or xf, that's fine, you know, and just untart it. Okay, just untart it. Okay, so yeah, untart that. So let's do a list all the files again. Okay, and you will see where's my Vim. Okay, you see my Vim directory here. Okay, and with my vim-rc and my vim-rc here. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so let's remove these and then see a before and after you know, effects. So I'm going to delete the Vim, and then we'll delete the vim-rc, and then we'll just, okay, and I'm just going to open the pro script that I had and press enter, and you see, yeah, you see these stuff, the color is really bad, you know, maybe this is not your favorite, so you probably not gonna like it, and you want to change the color scheme. Okay, and maybe the configuration that you want to you know, you want to set up some configurations where, you know, it will make your life easier when you work with Vim. So let's quit this and let's untart this tar file again. Okay, so let's open this vim-rc. Okay, so notice that our color scheme is already in effect, right? Because we just untart our vim-rc. So vim-rc, now notice that there's a period before the vim-rc, right? A period before a file name means that, or a directory. The period before a file name or a directory means this file or directory is hidden. Okay, so so you have to create this directory called you have to create this file called .vim-rc, and then all your configurations will reside in this .vim-rc. Okay, and you see that I have all these configurations that I have here. Okay, and the first thing to introduce is the comments. Okay, the comments always starts with the double quotes. Okay, and then the rest of the commands you can set it. There's no command, there's no double quotes in there. Okay, and then notice that my color scheme has been changed, right? My color scheme has been changed, and that's because I just untart all the color schemes available in there. So let's look at the color schemes. Okay, so all the color schemes shall reside in the directory called .vim. Okay, slash and then colors. So all the color schemes should reside in .vim, well, relative to your home directory. Okay, remember that. So it's home directory, and then .vim directory, and then colors directory. Okay, and then if you go in there and you look at all the color scheme, you see that you have, like, you know, you have 6 of them, and then there are some that are already that built in color schemes, but you have all these color schemes here. So this is where you put your color schemes. Okay, the color schemes can be downloaded from you know, from different websites, but the one thing is that you have to remember is that, like, it has to be compatible with 256 color mode. Okay, because sometimes, like, your terminal does not you know, it's not compatible with the 256 color mode. There's also another mode called, like, 88 color mode. That's the, like, the, you know, the lower end. You know, as you can see, as you can tell from the numbers, 88 versus 256. Obviously, we want to choose the 256, which is more colorful, has more color range than 88. And all the color schemes resides in home directory slash .vim slash colors. Okay, and then all the plugins resides in home directory .vim slash plugin. Okay, so this is where you put your plugin. Okay, so far I only have one plugin there, and that's the scroll color plugin, and this plugin allows you to change the different color schemes and just trying them out, because if you don't do that, if you don't install this plugin, it's a little bit tedious to change color scheme, because you have to keep on typing the color scheme in there and so on. So and you have to remember the color scheme name, but with this plugin, you just press different your shortcut key, and then you will be able to iterate through all different kind of color schemes. Okay, so these are the two important directories that I want to tell you guys, just so you just make sure you guys know. Okay, so I go to the home. I open the .vimrc. Okay, so let's talk about the first command here, right? This one. Okay, so it says set t underscore co to 256. Okay, what this means is that it sets the terminal color mode to 256. So that's what we wanted, because we want to have more colors. Okay, and the next one is called choosing your color scheme. So this is the command that actually changes the color scheme. Okay, so if I do this, if I do a colon, okay, in the configuration file, you can forget about the colon. Okay, you don't have to put in the colon. But when you type in on the command line, you have to put in the colon. Okay, so I'm gonna change the color scheme using this command. Just to show you that this is the command to change the color scheme. So I'm gonna change it to colon $, scheme, and then Exoria 256. That's one of the color scheme that's installed in my .vim directory /colors. Okay, if I do that, okay, you don't see much changes, right? But you do see that like some colors have been changed, right? So but what other colors do I have? Okay, so if we go back, Mustang. Okay, that was our original color scheme. If I go back to Mustang, okay, you see that originally this was I think was green or something, and now it has turned to white. Okay, but they both have like a gray background, which is something I like. So I tend to pick a lot of gray background colors. Okay, so that's the command. Color scheme. That's the command. That's to change the color scheme. Okay. Now you have to set this in your .vimrc, and we do that because we want whenever we open Vim, we want this configuration to automatically set, so that when we open the Vim, we don't have to type in .color scheme and then Mustang, and then go to all this list of commands. We don't want to do that. So we want to put it in our .vimrc, which is executed whenever you start using the Vim editor. Okay. The next one is the syntax. Okay, so when you say the syntax on, it will be able to determine like which one is the string, which one is the variable, and where's the space, and so on, and which one is the constant, and it's able to detect all the different syntax and give you the different colors for these different properties. So that's what syntax on is for. Okay. Now this one set hlsearch. Okay, that means it allows you to highlight the search result. Okay, so before we were not able to do it. We were not able to when we search for something like a set. Okay, it will not highlight. Okay, if we don't turn this on, it will not highlight the whatever search term that I just looked for. Okay, now I have to press enter in order to highlight all of them. Okay. So this way you highlight all the search results. Okay, so that's what it's for. Next one is the increment search. Okay, this actually moves your cursor to the search result as you type. So let's say if my cursor is all the way up here, and then I'm looking for ink search, notice that my cursor automatically jumps to that line. Okay, so that's what this for. When you set this on, it will automatically go to that line where your search result is. Okay, set mouse equal to A. What this one does is like it allows you to move your mouse, your mouse to move with move the cursor around basically. So if I turn this, if I turn this on, okay, and then if I turn it back on again, and then I click on somewhere, you see. Okay, now you see that like whenever I click, wherever my mouse clicks, the cursor moves to that position. Okay, so that's what this is. Okay, set mouse equal to A. I usually don't like that to turn on, because like usually when you're working with Vim, you know, the most frequently used device you use is keyboard. You don't really use the mouse that much, so I would usually just turn this off. Turn this off. Okay, turn this back on. Okay, the next one is it's a wildmenu. Okay, what this does is like let's say you don't remember specific commands. You know that the command starts with colon SPE, right? You know that it starts with colon SPE, but you don't know where it is, right? So what you can do is that you can press on the tab key. Okay. Okay, it gives you all the list of the commands that starts with SPE. Okay, SPELL. There's actually no SPE, but it's just SPELL. So if you press tab again, okay, it gives you like a highlighted. You can choose different ones. Spell info, spell report. These are all different commands that I'm not really even familiar with. So maybe you want to experiment with it. Okay, so that's what the wildmenu is. It allows you to like look for whatever command. It gives you a suggestion of the commands that you are looking for. Okay, so press Ctrl C to get out the command. Okay. Okay, this one, the Setlist, right? It allows you to display all the invisible characters. Okay, so in Unix environment, there's always like a new line character at the end. There's always a new line character at the end, but we don't see it. We don't see this character, new line character, but it's actually there. Okay, and there's also like a beginning of the line symbol here, but we don't see it because it's not really like a visible character. Okay, so that's what we don't see it. But if you turn this on, if you turn the Setlist on, right? Okay, now you see that the end of the character, dollar sign. Okay, that's what it is, the dollar sign. Okay. Actually, I just shouldn't have to do this. I don't need to quit. Okay. So if I do, so the next one is to turn it off. Okay, so I can just do colon set unlist to turn it off. Colon set unlist. No. Okay. Set. Let me see. No. Okay. So do I turn it off like this again? No. Alright, anyway. Turn it back on. Okay, so we just just forget about it, don't turn it on. Set number, we mentioned about it already. It turns on the number on the left side here. So that's what it is. So AutoIndent allows you to indent automatically based on the previous line's indentation. So let's say if we indent this one, right, and then we set AutoIndent on. Okay, so let's do like before and after, right? So before, if I do a new line, you see the cursor will go to the beginning of the line, right? But if I set the AutoIndent on, set AutoIndent, okay, and then if I do a new line, you see the cursor does not jump to the beginning of the line anymore. Instead, it aligns with the previous line. So that's what the AutoIndent is for. Okay. Tab size. Okay, tab size means before we didn't have the tab size. If we do a tab, it would tab 8 characters. But now, if we do a tab, okay, you see it only tabs 4 characters. So that's what the tab size is for. Okay, so before it usually indents 8 characters. We can set it to however many number of characters we want it to be. Okay, and then the ignore case, set ignore case. This is good for like searching if you want it to be case insensitive. So let's say I want to search for ignore case. Okay, you see all my search term is in capitalized, but it's able to match, you know, ignore case in lowercase. So that's what ignore case is for. Okay, set title. Okay, set title basically give you shows the file name in the title bar. So over here, before we don't have the file name, okay, but now since we set it on, we have the .vimrc up here. Okay, so that's what the set title is. Okay. SetNoWrap. Okay, if we set nowrap on, right, and if we just keep typing away, just typing. See, okay, it doesn't wrap, it doesn't automatically wrap. Okay, so that's what the SetNoWrap is on. By default, it does wrap. It wraps the lines that are longer than whatever screens you can handle, and then just wraps it to the next line. Okay. ScrollOff. Okay, ScrollOff means you want to allow 5. Okay, in this case I set it to 5, right? So it allows the 5 lines to be shown before my cursor can jumps. Before my cursor goes to the next line. So let's see over here. Okay, so if I keep going down, okay, let's do another sample like pro.pl, right? Okay, so if I scroll all the way down, okay, before my cursor will go all the way to the last line, but since I set the scroll off to 5, watch this. You see my cursor never goes to the last line. Okay, it always shows 5 lines before the cursor. Okay, and same thing as when I go up, it always shows 5 lines before my cursor. Okay, so that's what the scroll off is for. Okay, map. Okay, map allows you to map different keys to the different functions. Okay, so in this case I map F2 key to tab new, and then I map F3 key to GT. Okay, so right now if I press F2, right, I'm gonna press F2 right now. F2. Okay, you see I have a new tab showing up. Okay, now if I press F3, it will go to the other tab. So if I press F3 now, okay, see it goes to the other tab, goes to the other tab, Okay, so that's what it's for. Okay, and F5 is for next. That's one of the plugins that I installed. So if I press F5 right now, it will go to the previous color scheme. You see, it changes the color scheme. Okay, now if I want to go back to the Mustang, I can press F6 to go back to the Mustang, right? Okay, and now I'm back to the Mustang. Okay, so that's for the plugin scroll color. That's what it's for. That's command is previous color, previous pre-color, and next color. Okay, set paste. Okay, set paste is good for when you're pasting different codes. Okay. So let's try out this, right? Let's turn this off first. Turn this off. Okay. Take this out, and then let's try it on the pro.pl. Okay, start a new tab. Turn off the number. Okay, go to the other tab, and then turn the number lines. Okay, and then we'll copy these codes, right? I didn't turn on the set paste on yet. Okay, so I'm going to copy these code, and then we'll paste it here. Okay, you see all these tabs? Look at this, how crazy it is. Okay, this is not the same as the other one, right? Look at this. 3. Okay, you see the tab is all out of sync. Okay, so that's no good. Okay, now if I'm going to turn this set paste on, I'll set paste on. I set it on, and then open the Pro again. Okay, I create a new tab again. Go the other one. Turn off number lines. Okay, and then copy this. Okay, and then go to this one, the other tab. Okay, now I want to paste it. Okay, you see, the tabs are still the same. They you know, it's consistent with the other files. You see, so that's what the set paste is for. Okay, so this is what set paste is for. Okay, so that's that. And a set cursor line, and you already looking at it. See, if whenever my cursor moves, it highlights that line. So that's what it is. Okay. Set the shift width. Okay, that's what I do a shift right now. Okay, it's only 4 characters. So this is what it's for. So this is it. This is the all the configurations that I want to show you for today. And the we already seen the how the plugin works, right? So the plugin resides in the plugin is installed inside the home/.vim/plugin. Okay, this is the plugin. Okay, and then it has a command called pre-color and next color, and I map them to F5 and F6, and notice there's a CR after them. CR means the character return. Okay, so I can do the same thing, right? I can do the same thing if I want to type in, you know, just type in the command, and I'll get the same thing, you know. And then if I want to press 5 or 6, you know, that's what the key is mapped to. The key is mapped to this command called pre-color. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so like so when you search for color scheme, you can search for yourself. When you look on Google, so you should look for all the color schemes that are like you know, 256 color mode compatible. Okay, the GUI, if you install something with the GUI mode GUI color mode, you will get some undesired results, because like maybe your terminal does not support that many colors, so it will interpret the color codes. It will interpret it very, like, you know, in a weird way. So yeah, so stick with the 256 color mode, and you should be fine. Yeah. So this is it. This is all I want to show you for this time in this video. The next video I will show you a couple like plugins, the Pro plugins and Java plugins, and how they, you know, they have templates, they have menus in there where you can use, and so on and so on. So until next time, you know, enjoy, practice all these configurations. I already set it for them for you. If you have any questions, please comment on my blog. Okay, I always welcome comments and suggestions, so, you know, feel free to do that. Okay, see ya.